Team 11, this guy's doing our computer work. I'm gonna go first. Team Nadoski. They've got 5 fish. No big. That's it. I can do that. This is Team 11, Ethan.
$36.43.
36.43. Next up is Team 91. They've got 2 fish.
And it will jump. It will jump.
No, it's fine.
11.18.
11.18. Next up is Team 51. They've got 5 fish. Anderson and Bryles.
It's beautiful morning. What's that?
It'll be good, but
I want to catch him tomorrow.
What was that team number?
What was that team?
Ready?
What was the team number? 51.
51.
$23.01. 23.01.
23.1. 01. 23.01. Next up's Team 3. Kelly and Collins. Whoa, never mind. Team 167. Team 167 with 3 fish.
Take that tuck in my dad and say it's small.
14.07.
14.07. Next up is Team 125. They've got 5 fish. There's a nice one. Trying to get out.
Help me. That means 125 people. 71.45.
71.45. Next up, we have Team 63. Team 63. $24.97. Next up is Skirvin and Skirvin, team number 9. Team number 9. Skirvin and Skirvin. Number 1. $16.38. Next up is Team 129. Skirvin and Skirvin number 2.
$24.93.
24.93. Next up is Team 81 with 3 fish. There we go. 40.3. Next up is Team 140. Team 140.
18.44.
18.44. Next up is Team 66. They've got 5 fish.
Oh, wow.
Got it? $45.69.
45.69. Next up is Team 178 with 1 fish. Team 178.
Got one?
Yep.
3.75.
3.75. Next up is Team 153. They've got 5 fish. A Kraken and couch.
You ready to rock this
Yep.
boat?
14.5. 14.5.
14.5. Next up is Team 14. Moran, Reynolds, and Reynolds. Hey, Katie, get some fish. There it is. It's alive.
29.34.
We have a new big fish, 29.34.
I do too. I second that.
Yeah.
I second
All right,
that.
keep rocking.
Good?
All right.
Total weight.
Or 67.
66.37. Good weight. Next up is Team 18.
I didn't know you had it. It's all good.
Team 18, total weight.
35.19.
35.19. Next up is Team 40.
Oh, do you want anything to have a drink out of cooler?
24.8.
24.8.
Get my rock.
Next up we have Team 118. Irwin and Irwin.
Lively.
25.33.
25.33. Next up is Team 83.
Alright, stand real still.
$9.04.
9.04. Team 117.
Ready to rock it?
Yep.
Yeah, just keep holding. Okay, that's fine.
42.94.
42.94. Next up is Team 89. They got some pretty decent fish.
You got that?
Yep.
Hedrick and Roten.
I don't think
Team 89.
they had I guess, same flights, different, but I guess we got a pretty stout one.
51.82.
51.82. Team 10.
There we go. Now we are good. Good. 47.69.
47.69. Next up is Team 36. Bernard Watkins.
Yep. You're good.
Okay, great.
Y'all want some drinks?
Yep.
Want some drink?
It's down there. I got one. Thank you, no. Thank you.
Good, brother. Thank you.
Yeah, just like the little kids.
Thank you.
17.53.
17.53. Oh, we got a stringer coming now. Team 35. Here comes the second one. There we go.
Which one do you want in?
Which one's your big one?
Yeah, he is. 29.52.
29.52. Because they just broke the current big fish and they have another big fish, they get the way of their second big fish. Not Marine gave us $1,000 for a second big fish prize, so they're going for it now.
You raised the weight. You did the right one. 25.8.
25.8. Did not qualify for second big fish.
Yep.
Great fish, guys.
I'm going to do
These fish are alive. And you guys wanted to come in early?
We're done.
That's annoying.
Total weight for 124.
29.37.
29.37. Next up is Team 145.
There you go.
Oh man. Team 145. Got two fish.
15.44.
15.44. Next up is Team 55 with two fish.
Done. 5.59.
5.59. And next up is Team 148. Bavard and Double Hodge.
Yep.
Decent black.
We need to feed you. Oh wow. You see the fish?
39.21.
39.21. And next up is Team 86. McClellan and Ramsey. That's a good one. Nice fish. Another nice fish.
You gonna clap? Say yeah.
Nice flat head. Team 86. Gonna have a decent weight.
They were just trying to get another
For the mark weight, yeah.
62.94.
62.94. Oh yeah, they're struggling. Here we go.
No, you're fine.
That's the nice thing about this little handle.
Hold on.
56. Here comes a good one. Here it comes. There it is.
Okay, we can go.
Down 3 miles. Team 56. Big fish.
47.73.
47.73.
Yes. Oh God.
There's a peeing. Get on my wayboard. It was yellow.
$81.53.
81.53. Next up is team 173.
Yes. Oh, that.
Are we zeroed?
No. Okay, now we are. 3.
3 fish for 173.
10.94.
10.94. Team 158. Musselman Junior, Musselman Senior. Saying you're going to be the junior. Team 158.
21.43.
21.43. Team 46.
We'll get you one.
I know. I said.
Team Hart.
Yep. Good. I don't think we would have.
It's gonna get watermelon if we keep talking.
I would have known.
43.86.
43.86. And next up is team 176. Triple Darnell. I see you up there, Milky. Team 176.
41.16.
41.16. Team 147. Got themselves a pretty nice stringer. 4 fish.
Hold on a second.
Hey.
$35.88.
35.88. Team 135. Team 135. If I become a grandpa, I'll be here.
8.09.
8.09. 8.09. Team 48.
I just kind of wanted to have zero. We're good. We're ready?
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't see any.
41.90.
41.90. Team 102.
6.07.
6.07. And next up is Team 183.
$32.64.
32.64. Next up are the Millers. Team 171.
That was my ear doctor. It's like,
Good.
I went in and I told him,
$24.16.
24.16. Next up is Team 137.
Don't worry.
yeah, I've got it.
Good.
Team 137. $26.47. Next up is Team 17. Howard, Carpenter, and Blowbelt.
Huh? Yeah. 51.86.
51.86. Next up is Team 98. One fish.
Don't worry.
Team 98 has a total weight of
6.1.
6.1. Next up is Team 61.
I don't think I'm as young as he is.
Team 61.
39.89.
39.89. Next up is Team 59. $26.64. Next up is Team 75. Team 75. Decent flathead.
14.35.
14.35. Woo. Here we go, Team 143. Here we come. 2 fish. Just 2 is all they needed. Oh! 3.26. Team 142.
Well,
50.95. 50.95. Next up is Team 168.
Yep.
Bailey and Powers and the man, Big Jack.
41.77. 41.77.
41.77. Next up is Team 100. They got a pretty decent stringer.
Yep. Yep.
Team 100. Saws and saws. They're lively.
Go keep rocking. Go please. Do not want to shake this off.
Hi.
Keep it pumped up.
$45.39.
45.39. Next up is Team 24. Height, and the real Captain Shaley height.
Probably wore out. It's 0.
Team 24.
What'd you have?
Yeah, the scales locked earlier, so the weight wasn't accurate.
39.53.
39.53. Next up is Team 126. Team 126. $17.09. Next up is Team 25 with 5 decent fish.
Oh, there.
48.58.
48.58. Team 130. Ferguson and Fountain.
55.12.
55.12. Next up is Team 123. Got one fish. They've grinded it out today for that one. Worked hard for it. Every ounce counts in a 2-day event. Ain't that right, Milky? Don't forget, if you're hungry, the Boy Scouts are selling hamburgers and hot dogs up there. It's their only fundraiser this year, so please try to help them out.
5.85.
5.85 for Team 123. Next up is Team 139. Team 139 is next. They've got 3 fish. $17.19. Team 97. Here comes some good fish.
Turn a couple of the heads this way. Other way.
Team 97 total weight.
74.12.
74.12. Next up is Team 110. Hanselman and Stamper.
Can we see?
Team 110.
I just started.
5
Here, how about
fish.
take a seat so these guys can see?
38.16. Team 119, Henderson, and what's your partner's name?
Cozy. What? Cozy.
Rosie.
It's nighttime stuff. So
Nothing worth waiting for.
the next fish, this fish is going to be a channel cat. It's going to be about 7 pounds. And then the next fish is a 25-pound fly. This is at the Little Miami River, which is in Cincinnati.
40.20.
40.20. Next up is Team 8.
Now I do slow motion, I put music in.
Wilson, Jones, and Phillips. He is also generous, and he is one of our sponsors this year. After warranty service,
Yes, I fish in turn.
trolling motor repair. If you break him in Coda, he can fix it. Trust me, I know. Twice.
Yeah, if you remember my name, feel free to subscribe.
I look for the like guys and else.
I put tons of videos.
35.21.
35.21. Next up, we have Team 62 with 5 fish. Team 62.
I'm ready today. You don't have any
31.69.
The one I caught out there.
Team 94 is now on
Now,
scales.
check this out. I'm gonna pick them up.
Davis, and Painter.
That's a pretty good water.
Yep.
Team 94. Lively fish.
Here, got a 100 pounds.
Person did. Yeah, that camera's going. That's plugged into a battery, so that camera's constantly running.
37.48.
And then whenever there's a big,
Next up is Team 161. Thomas and Carney.
This is the first time that I've actually seen it. Yeah, I can tell my grandpa to go up here and search it. He likes fishing channels. I know. He goes here every year. There's one.
19.75.
19.75. Next up is Team 165. McGuire. It's the wind doing it. Team 165.
Have you ever
18.3.
18.3.
I don't.
Oh,
Next up is Team 64. Look what you do when you don't fish for fins.
Amber's, that's in the
Oh, whoa.
Can you put them in there, bud? You can if you want to.
18.3. Yeah, I did all the work.
Why?
As usual.
Team 64.
48.32.
48.32. Next up is Team 111. 111.
Are they good?
Yes.
I bet that's head and isn't carrot.
He was actually in it. He was a cash assistant.
Team 111, Reese and Reese.
Is that a tiger?
Reese is going good. From now on, you are now known as Team Reese Cup. Team 111. I expect the Reese Cup in the morning.
I'm trying to figure things off now.
Oh, you're not fucking. I was meditating.
34.44.
34.44. Team 44 with 5 fish.
Yes. When your uncle comes, let me know who he
Here's
is.
a good one.
And I will get up and up close.
videos after. What are you doing?
Team 44, total weight. Eventually.
47.43.
57.43.
57.43. Next up is Team 73.
Hold on a second. Is that zeroed?
That's zero?
Yes.
Okay.
You guys are losing your marker.
I got my gloves on.
If you guys want me to, I can holler it out when it's 0 on my side.
Please do.
Team 73.
Good job.
If you guys want to look at my kayak, it's
25.99.
on the ground.
25.99.
So we're the
Next up we have Team 82. Team 82. Hailing from my hometown from when I was a child.
$32.13.
32.13.
And again, I'm not gonna.
Next up is Team 93. Do not block traffic. If you're blocking traffic or think you might be blocking traffic, you're probably blocking traffic. Team 93.
35.09.
35.09. Next up is Team 50. Walker and Woodall.
Please lock the door again.
Is it you? 5 fish. Here comes a decent flathead. Active.
$61.17.
61.17. Next up is Team 26.
Take your clothes off.
Nice seeing you, buddy.
Hedges and hedges.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's even better.
I smell bad.
Keep getting
I've been pissed off by like 4 fish. It's bad.
33.63.
33.63. Next up is Team 172.
Yes, I'm sorry.
He's loading on the side.
Okay,
I'm
go
gonna
on.
Huh? Yeah, I got you.
See how courteous the fish are?
What? Leave my golf cart alone.
I know.
Golf cart alone. Thank you. Deal with the big one. What's that? Deal with the big one.
32.57.
32.57.
Okay, now you can take it.
Next up is Team 34. Team 34.
Zeroed up.
You're over.
Oh, what? Ricky only counts up? Oh, I got you. Oh.
Done. Seconds. You'll be back in the water. I promise. Stop. 20.25.
20.25. Next up is Team 37.
Oh, the second day.
We're good.
Good?
Team 37. 20.89. Next up is Team 12. Doc Browning. He's got an elixir if you need it. He's also with the owner of Bear Planer Boards. They're a sponsor for us this year. One of the best planer boards on the market. Get yourself some Bear Planer Boards.
I know, I was going to say, I was like, what is that in there? You didn't see this? There's a crawdad thing.
That's not important.
Okay, never mind, we got it. Oh, God. Good. You ready? 40.34.
40.34. Next up is Team 157.
It's so loud. Where is Dan? Oh, there he is.
Gould Adams, Team 157.
Got it.
Okay, 34.13.
34.13. Next up is Team 90. Team 90.
Hold on, something. Okay, never mind. You're good. He's a 0 out there. Okay, I have your
15.34. 15.34. Team 115 is next.
Does it wiggle? Yeah.
Still good? Yep, you're good.
Like I said, we had 191 teams this year. That's why it's a long way in.
8.54. 8.54.
8.54 for Team 115. Next up, we have Team 141.
That 100 bag.
12.53.
12.53.
How often do you steal?
Next up, we have Team 80.
Yeah, I was going to say. And then
Hoffman and Ellis, Team 80.
Stop a second. You good? Okay, go ahead. Sorry. We have to make sure it says 0 out there.
Come on, Don.
27.18.
27.18. Next up is Team 6.
Still good? Yep, you're good.
You ready to rock that thing?
this is really, really cool. I'm so glad I came out.
Kelly, and Doyle. Just Kelly and Doyle. The other one was shorter, stayed home.
Lock it until yeah, the scale's so good and quick. The moment it doesn't feel weight, it locks it.
Good.
I wanted to bring some
54.01.
big boy bait. I wanted to catch some skips for panfish.
54.01.
I didn't go out there.
Next up, we have Team 76.
Yeah.
It says 0.
Nepp, Yoder, and Wagler.
I literally could not. I burned through 4 batteries and it's nonstop. Could just be a section of
15.37. You get it?
In there, I see. Good.
Got one. Got one. Here's Team 1.
How much does it weigh?
See what it weighs.
5.23.
5.23.
Catch that?
Oh, hey, CD and all
Good
that.
job, buddy.
Yeah, I'm on.
Next up is Team 113.
Good.
113. Decent blue, nice blue for Team 113. Especially with your name.
Better wave it on the height.
Gary, Dean, and Williams.
Watch what you're doing. Come here.
Dean, Gary, Williams.
Buddy. Come here, hold my hand.
This week I'll be ordering my new Daihatsu hooks and Vulcan. I am down to
45.5 up.
45.5.
Believe it or not.
Next up is Team 107.
So, you know what I mean? It's so awesome, dude. Man,
Team Light.
anyway.
Comes a good fish. Pretty Blue.
Yeah.
27.45.
27.45. Next up is Team 121.
Good.
Team 121.
Commercial guys.
11.16.
11.16.
From a kayak.
Next up is Team 188.
There's plenty of bass down there.
Team 188.
I literally only know two.
Lowen, Breaker, and Schwartz.
Well, I know a bunch of guys.
22. Okay. Good.
Yeah. And well, I started doing the research on commercial fishing. I don't want them to ever come by me, see where I'm at, and I just don't want them to get in.
I mean, I'm sure you follow like Justin Cass.
Yeah.
I think he's in
38.56.
38.56. Next up is Team 22. Triple Vide.
It's actually about
Well, you guys kind of paid me when I took your wallet. I was just walking by. I stole a cop's wallet yesterday.
A couple of years ago.
I stole his wallet yesterday. He's a cop. Straight up swiped it. He's a pretty decent one of mine.
I'm gonna get off the water at 110. I got off the water. I started pulling at 215. It was like it just perfect. The same thing.
30.46.
Everyone has.
Next up we have Team 5.
Good.
Wilson and Butler.
Whenever you're ready.
Yeah.
We're good. I like them sitting out there. You need to walk past them out there.
Wilson and Butler. Nice stringer.
Oh yeah, I'll be here. No, I'll be
It's a
here.
lot faster with you out there.
Are you fishing?
I didn't have.
Both of these guys have won this tournament before.
6 or 7 channels with 3 flags. I was bummed because they were just one.
61.79.
61.79. Next up is Team 19.
Good.
So I'm so glad I have this.
Team 19. Tell you what.
A lot faster. I told him I think he has to sit out there longer.
Yeah, he's sitting there tomorrow. Over here.
I'll be here.
Good.
So the scale up, the scale up there keeps
I'm like,
on
where?
bouncing between like 0 and 0.1 because of wind. But out here it says 0, so I just give him a thumbs up.
27.07.
27.07. Next up is Team 71. Team 71. Egan and Egan.
For me, like
Are you good?
an hour before the sun came out, I just felt myself get roasted because it was that mist. The sun wasn't out, but you just knew that sun was cooking me.
2 brothers and a father. I bet he has his hands full.
$37.95.
37.95. Next up is Team 57.
Good.
I was gonna say the same.
Hey, Ken, do I see you made it?
Tomorrow, I'm
36.98. Or 26.98.
26.98.
I still have to.
Next up, Team 122. Lonnie and Don
That's
Mountain.
where.
This team came all the way from Georgia.
That's why
all the
I'm
way
so
to
torn
from
because
Georgia to be here with us this weekend.
I don't like messing with someone's money. Whenever you're hustling, my issue isn't even so much the fishing spot, it's the selling for failing. That's the part that hurts me.
They were big. And they have
Done? 46.6.
46.6. Next up is Team 68.
Alright, man.
Team 68.
Did you guys go and check out the kayak?
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
Pretty sweet.
Arnold and Gentry, he's been burning up the local
I'll
circuit.
throw it on my kayak when I go on my kayak. It'll be my good luck charm.
Can you show it?
Yeah, so what are your names?
19.72.
19.72.
Corbin and Wyatt? Oh, he's the one I talked to.
Next up is Team 99.
Good.
Elder and Land. Elder is a two-time champion.
Okay, he's right there. Do you need more soon, Dan? Alright, good.
Team 99, Elder and Land.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta check this out.
So we fish
26.99.
I think it's the next one.
26.99. Next up is Team 20. Beck Dalton Moore.
Good.
Beck Dolt has also won our tournament one time. I believe I even watched him catch the fish that won it. Sounds good.
It's early. I'll post it tonight.
If we don't shake it, then it locks in and you gotta take all the fish back out. 36.01.
36.01. Next up is Team 96.
I actually brought my scale out with me because I was curious, like just to compare my fibers with what's going on here. And he wasn't really fighting too hard.
Team
I get him
96.
to the boat. And my drag wasn't getting it. Now I'm going, and I'm like, I'm just holding on to the rod. Like I really hope the drag starts getting here. Man, it's so much. I can't even imagine what it's gonna feel like when like the one gets pounded.
Oh, there you go. Oh,
Team 96, total weight
31.91.
31.91.
Oh, really?
Next up is Team 134.
Good. Good.
Ponchit, and Wolf.
This is a beast, fellas. Oh, the
Come on, boys, come on.
Hey, I know a team that put him in the top 25. That might be safe.
What's mine?
15.92. 15.92. No, mine says 15.92.
15.92.
majority of them
Next up is Team 150.
in the 30s. I was just expecting everyone to have like a 40, 50, 60
Are you good?
personal best.
Your mom. My mom. How does people find out?
Good.
There's no my mom. I don't even go on the video.
Where'd you find that diet cheese?
I'm sorry?
The diet cheese, did you find it from Captain Protection?
17.63.
17.63. Next up is Team 78.
I saw them.
Good. Good.
Yeah.
You're putting them in.
Good. Yeah, you're good. Go ahead.
We did.
Good. Go
Yeah.
ahead. Go.
I'll take Craig.
That is on both sides.
I just have to walk away, doesn't it?
That is.
Hey, oh, Vince, that's not the right number. Next up is Team 87. Team 87, Halcom and Tudorow.
Sitting there looking at the name like,
64.25.
64.25. Oh, look how they're carrying them. Here they come, Team 31. Petrosky, Neefus, former champions. They hold our record for our biggest fish that's ever been on our scales. And they got one. They got one. Here it comes. Woo!
That thing is huge.
Team 31. Team 31. We're going to break 50.
51.99.
51.99 for a new big fish. They've got another one. Because they broke the past big fish, they get to put a second one on the scale.
Oh my god. They weren't lying.
38.
It's under, it's right below 40. Oh, here's the big flathead.
Big
Here
flathead?
comes the big blue. The big blue. This is what it's for. This is why we want you here. This is a tourist attraction for everybody. Now look at that third fish. Third fish, another over, 3 overs, 2 big blues, big flathead, totally legal in Indiana and Kentucky. Great kicker fish. This is going to be a weight.
Oh my god.
Here we go, Big Tom with T's Trees bringing it in.
5 other teams did, 6 teams did go through. Only 1 made it back.
141.
141.59. 141.59. Next up is Team 2. He is also part owner of AWS Trolling Motor Repair. Man's a genius. When it comes to putting the trolling motor back together, I have snapped 2 of them. And he's made them brand new again.
See, when they weren't lying when they said they had a fish as big as you.
Team 2. Sam, I'm sorry you had to follow that.
Heck, if they took those big fish.
Team 2.
Done?
38.
So that was, they wouldn't have made it back.
40.
40.18.
40.18.
You know what I'm saying?
Next up is Team 69.
Yes. Yeah, they've been here.
Got it.
They might have been.
13.22.
What was their weight?
13.22.
13.22 for Team 69. Next up is Team 13.
Good.
Team 13. Hillis, Williams, and Hillis.
That would probably be a mega Titan shark. Bro, the last people that came out, their freaking weight was 141. No one in the history of the
24.56. Next up is Team 112. Team 112. You guys look at our new weight totes that we're using. Nice, pretty aluminum ones. This man right here behind me, Dustin Fowle. E&T Customs made them.
11.19.
11.19 for Team 112. And next up is Team 180. Roderick and West, Team 180.
Are you good? Alright, hang on, Rob. Let's go see. It's like, we gotta put it asleep.
Down
No, if it stops, it's going to sleep. We gotta take them all out.
Ramp there, there was somebody at that ramp. So if you were not,
12.08.
12.08.
You good?
Next up is Team 177. Cunningham and Talon.
I was going to ask you, but I didn't want to do it because it's so late. One of these days I want a lot more of those, not as a competitor, but as like just a, like, you know,
33.52.
33.52.
I'm scared to act.
Next up is Team
Yeah. So like, if I ever
175.
yeah.
Here comes a nice flatty. Nice fish, nice flathead.
Rockets.
It's like 33 something.
I wouldn't think it's under 47.
No, it wasn't. It was only 33. 37.95.
37.95.
That's what happens.
Next up is Team 43. Team 43.
See, I have slow. So like last year, before I got big, like
27.89.
Now,
but
27.89.
Thank you.
Next up is Team 101.
you wouldn't want
Team 101.
having a crazy second day.
Dramatically louder.
say you have
Have you ever had a situation where you didn't make it back?
Love you. Oh, you're not. Sleep like a champ.
Team 101.
56.23.
56.23. Next up is Team 166. Williams, Eubanks, and Williams. Did you catch them all today? Every one of them. I've seen you on Facebook tearing them up.
That what?
Yeah.
We'll have complete results of day one on Facebook.
52.47.
52.47. Team 174. 5 fish. Team 174. Fancher and Peak. Team 174. Sing to me.
I was gonna say there's a big difference between some and then some others.
I ate some of him. Good?
I knew they would.
59.5.
59.5. Next up is Team 41. Lan, McCarty, and Ruby.
Hey, I saw your journal.
41.
And they are moving
That's nice shirts y'all got. I guarantee they were her idea.
Don't lie. Don't lie.
31.44.
31.44. Next up is Team 116. 116. Benningfield and Baker. Here comes a good fish. Good fish. Here it goes.
I'm gonna rock it.
Rocking a 40.
That's like, rock it.
I know.
Okay, we just gotta keep moving until we lock in. We're done.
Small fish.
66.32.
66.32.
I felt this
Next up is Team 151.
so bummed.
Team 151. Reasoner and Wall.
Alright, we're good.
Team 151.
Done?
3 fish.
16.35.
16.35. Next up is Team 7.
You're good.
Team 7.
Sorry, I had 0.
Olson and Freeman.
It just got candy
Hey, get a hold of Kelsey. Tell her to get something for the kids. We'll straighten that all up.
Done?
Yeah.
Olson and Freeman.
Clear.
Team 7.
Not in a hurry. Get over that mess right now.
18.64. Next up is Team 136. More Peck.
Really? I've caught. That was just like 2 weeks ago. I've caught
My biggest out there is probably 14, 15 pounds. Yeah, that one was, that big one was earlier in the year that you caught me. You know, 15 to 20 right there.
I gotta keep rocking it.
It doesn't matter.
Well, you have to do it all.
One guy's
Okay, 23.05.
23.05.
Yes.
Stuff is team 3. Team 3. Kelly and Collins.
You're good.
Somebody teach me, I just have to hear.
See on?
No.
How do you get the action? You're gonna rock it or it'll walk in and then no. Well, he really doesn't want to. Done? Here.
Next up, team 15. Team 15.
No, you're good. I'm trying to get out of your way too.
Done?
I think this is so cool. I like put the video together.
52.14.
52.14. Next up is team 70.
Whatever you want.
Don't set it behind us.
Collins and Tyndall.
I don't know.
Alright, I'm gonna get out of here all the time. You gotta sit in here.
Ross,
Yeah.
I would love to have a monster out of my cooler.
You got it, brother.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, you want me to try
Team 70.
No. I would prefer if you did.
33.51.
33.51. Next up is team 49.
Who's got a big mouth? Team 49 is your next team. Yes. Well, you can turn it off. Well, go over here and write them on.
Oh, okay.
Good.
Bring me the phone.
18.4.
Team 49, 18.4. Team 45. Griffith and Fay. $33.51. Team 128, Fonter and Fonter.
One got me. I'm in.
It rained down the
My
way.
ass is wet. Yeah.
Nobody help you. There you go.
34.21.
34.21. Team 164, Lewis, and Johnson.
Okay, that's fine. I'll drain it when it gets. I'll tip it. Good. Good.
When they pull them,
23.70.
23.70.
Team 156. 156.
I have to keep remembering on this radar what's down here.
156. We're good.
It looks like it's on its way.
They said they're not taking.
32.94.
32.94. Team 106. Woolly.
You're good. You're good.
Thumbs up.
Oh. Hold on. I can't lock it in. 11:15. Sorry. If it locks, we have to redo it all.
Woolly Green, Team 106.
15.49.
15.49. Team 53 got some pretty nice fish coming.
still a couple guys waiting for them. So that's
Cooper and Cooper
Good.
and Cooper and more Cooper. Y'all would have caught some better fish if y'all were in Sea Yard.
Yeah.
It's all the Sea Yard. That's what did it. Ain't that right, Mark? Gotta go with Sea Yard.
I need to win here so I can buy one.
Mark needs to win so he can buy a Sea Yard because he's broke. He won a lot of money last weekend, a couple weekends ago. He didn't win as much as Casey.
57.31.
57.31. Next up is Team 65. Team 65.
We're good.
Team 65, McGuire.
I did what you're doing, I won't walk tonight.
Is there a dumpster down here? I think the dumpster they use is the dumpster in the city. 37.45.
37.45. Yeah, right. Right?
I watched it.
Team 29.
I only have the big ones.
32.67 for right. Next up is Team 23. Terry and Webster. Terry Webster, Team 23. It's supposed to rain tonight, so we got to put everything up.
They are alive.
Lively.
Obviously, the mayor.
More popular oxygen gets, the livelier the fish get.
Yes. 40.36.
40.36. Team 120 is next. 120.
So I don't ingest the extra fish juice today. You know what?
Team 120. Team 120.
40.15.
40.15. Next up is Team 186.
$9.
186.
I always have that shirt. I want my any quarters, put them on one. And I go to make them. Oh wait, no. It's reverse.
21.77.
21.77. Next up is Team 4. Team Shattered Cat. They're also one of our sponsors, our rod sponsor. We have plaques because of this guy. Right there. He says, hi. Hi, guys. It's me. It's your last year fishing this tournament, isn't it?
Yep. Going to Alton. No.
Because you're going to be a daddy. You know what happens when you become a daddy? You stop fishing unless your name's Adam.
$46.06.
46.06. Next up is Team 187. Why can't we have like 5 or 6, 7, and 8 every time? Team 187, good blue. Ready and line them. Team 187. Looks like my high school help is Chuck Green out.
Oh, I know.
37.92.
37.92. Next up is Team 185. Johnson. Johnson and Johnson. Team 185.
Huh? I don't know how you guys are doing it. Oh, that's it.
That's it.
4.58.
4.58. Team 21. Team 21.
Man, I'm at arms like yours after tomorrow, bud. Looking forward to it. Yeah.
41.3. Next up is team 162. 162.
All of a sudden, it tried to kill me one day.
162.
That sucks.
Miller and Marshall, team 162.
So beer, wine, soy sauce.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Team 162. 43.04. Team 38. Team 38.
Good.
Kersey. Kersey. And future next Kersey to be fishing, obviously. You want to kick Zeta out of the boat? Put one in, Zeta. Put one in.
No, I have to, so don't block. Good job.
Slide that back to them. Yep, good job.
36.75.
36.75. Next up is Team 84. Team 84. 8-4. An 8 and a 4.
You're good.
You might be mean.
Julia Newton.
Let go of my finger. Let go of my finger.
Team 84.
Good. $61.44.
61.44. The student passes the master. Next up is Team 33. Team 33. Balls and babies, that's a decent day on the water.
Good.
Go.
Yep, good to go.
Team 33.
Oh, that one got me.
In the face?
Oh, yeah, just let it go.
Oh, gosh. 45.5.
45.5. Next up, Team 78.
You're good.
Team 78, nice fish.
$50.86.
50.86. Next up's Team 39.
Which one's your big fish? Which one's your big fish?
That one?
This one?
Good fish. Team 39.
What's your hand, Steven? 42.14.
42.14.
You clear? Clear.
Good. Ready to rock this?
Yes. 'Cause I'm not getting it. Thank you guys.
Comes another good over.
I'm trying.
Another nice fish. Real nice fish.
So I only really hear it. I don't think I actually
Team 39.
I didn't watch it.
Want to break 100, triple digits.
104.25.
104.25. Team 189.
Is that a zero?
Yep.
You're good.
Waits and Crispin.
Boy, we sit too long and it locks. We have to do it all again.
I'm probably not gonna leave for like
32.55.
32.55. Next up is Team 54.
I don't think you're good.
Stockton and Farley.
yes, I'm gonna for this one. I'm gonna make sure it's done. Because the the way I figured for me, until
Casey, I'll be straight up honest with you. If you want to speak to me here in a minute, you'll have to talk to me on that golf cart.
program.
That's about the ankle's about to give out.
30.4.
Because the way YouTube works out is great.
30.4.
I'm like, no,
Team 74.
good. Good.
Is that okay with you, Allie, if you do that?
I'm going to separate the Turner video from
My back's about
Like, I'll make one with you fishing. With the Turner one, and this one will be stripped.
30.53.
30.53.
Yeah.
Team 146. 146.
That's what we try to do.
Very, very
Good.
rare.
Stout. Yeah. Stout.
Because if I'm in a spot where I can fish,
At this point, like three more out, they're feeling heavier, every one of them is. Look at this cute little dog. Little guys.
well, captain and a pilot, and you have a bunch of
Done.
15.36 for Team 146. Team 114. Crest Chrome.
You're good.
I'm good, buddy. How are you? I'm screaming by in that boat, made me a little jealous.
They don't catch fish.
I just got my lunch running. I know you were worried. Did you get a fish? Huh? Did you get a fish? Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's running great. But, he was paying to go to all. What's going on with my timing? Because I'm not getting RPMs on my.
He was going to leave you behind.
Before I knew it was a reed, I had started adjusting the timing. And
Hey, tell me when I figured out that.
yeah, I just need to tweak it.
31.59.
31.59. Team 60. Dalton.
Bye, Dalton.
Team
You're good.
60.
You're good. You're good to go.
Are they calling for high winds, Doug? I would just put it down low and we'll leave it. Team 60.
13.18.
13.18. Team 27. Team 27.
Are you good?
Tell you what, I know weigh-in took forever, but a lot of teams weighed in. A lot of teams weighed. There's not many empty spots on this board.
There'll be, I just went through and looked, there'll only be 33 teams at this point.
Only 33 teams aren't going to weigh in. That is impressive, but it makes for a long weigh-in.
I'm picking everything up. She should give you a pickle. Something.
I was going to say, if I was
I used to get like slimy stew fries.
I know, I told him, I was like, my back would already be done. 53.73.
53.73. And last but not least, the final team to weigh today with 0 crowd. Didn't want a crowd to show off his incredible. And that's, I was just going to say bird.
Are we good?
Team 105.
You're good.
My wife. 105.
5.68.
5.68.
I said 6 fast.